was getting ready to clock out, I walked straight into a nightmare. My boss being murdered by a gang of thugs. Terrified, I pressed myself into a corner and held my breath. Then my phone went off. I frantically killed the call, but it was too late. Their boss had heard it. His men tracked the sound straight to me and dragged me in front of him. Desperate to stay alive, I blurted out that I was a janitor. I could clean up the scene, make it all disappear. I just wanted to live, but the gang boss didn't flinch, so I kept talking.
I can help you make this disappear.
Leeching, boiling water will do it.
Cold water. Heat sets the stain.
¿Tú crees?
Throwing in every reason I could think of. Whatever I said, it worked. He decided to give me a chance. I got to work fast and wiped the crime scene clean without leaving a trace. I was ready to walk out the door, but the boss wasn't about to let a witness just stroll away. Fearing he'd think I'd talk, I told him I was from Cambodia, that I'd come to America for one reason only, to get treatment for my sick son. I promised him I wouldn't say a word to anyone. Once my boy recovered, we'd go straight back home. That was enough. He let me live. The next day, I took my son to the hospital and hit a wall. My visa had expired, and the hospital refused to treat him. No matter how much I begged, the nurse wouldn't budge. I had no choice but to walk out with my son in tow. But that's when I spotted one of the men who had grabbed me the night before. They'd been watching me the whole time. For my son's sake, I swallowed my anger, walked over and demanded a face-to-face with the boss. They took me to a private airstrip for the meeting. I came hoping he'd honor his word. Instead, he pulled out cash and offered me a job. If I agreed, he'd even arrange medical care for my son. After a moment's hesitation, I said yes. Before long, I was back at another crime scene, scrubbing away every last trace. But while I worked, I heard something that didn't belong. I followed the sound and found a hidden time bomb. Panic surged through me and I sprinted for the exit, but the door was locked. I grabbed a fire extinguisher and swung it hard at the glass. It barely cracked. The bomb was seconds from going off, and that's when the gang boss suddenly walked back in.